Stagnation is often the calm before the storm, a crucial pause where tensions simmer beneath the surface. Take Canada, for instance. We're witnessing stagnation in wages, while the affordability crisis looms large. This isn't just a minor hiccup, it's a sign of deeper systemic imbalances. The real estate market is caught in a web of inertia, where prices soar but incomes remain stagnant. This equilibrium can't last forever. As these pressures build, we're on the brink of transformative change. The question isn't if change will come, but when and how it will reshape our economic landscape and societal norms. The stage is set for a major shift, and it's time to pay attention. Stagnation is a fascinating phenomenon, a period where growth and progress seem to stall. Think about economic stagnation, where GDP barely budges and inequality creeps up, creating tension beneath the surface. Then there's societal stagnation, where innovation is met with resistance, trapping cultures in a cycle of inertia. Even on a personal level, we experience stagnation, those frustrating phases where we feel stuck, just before a breakthrough. History is littered with examples: the Great Depression, which followed a decade of economic stagnation, igniting massive reforms. Or the fall of empires like Rome and the Soviet Union, where societal stagnation paved the way for their decline. Interestingly, stagnation often acts as a breeding ground for change, accumulating unmet needs and dissatisfaction. It's this pressure that eventually sparks revolutionary shifts, reminding us that even in stillness, transformation is brewing just beneath the surface. Canada is facing a significant economic stagnation, and the affordability crisis is at the forefront. Housing prices have soared, leaving many Canadians struggling to find a place they can afford, even as demand has dipped. Stagnant wages have only worsened the situation, with real wages failing to keep up with inflation and productivity. Our real estate market, once a symbol of growth, is now plateauing. Sales are down, interest rates are high, and affordability is slipping away. Speculative investments that once fueled this market are now stifled by government policies and growing public frustration. But it's not just a local issue. Global inflation, geopolitical tensions, and shifts in energy markets are all playing a role in Canada's economic landscape. We're at a crossroads, and the path forward will require innovative thinking and decisive action. I look around and see my friends struggling with the idea of homeownership. The dream feels more like a distant fantasy. Millennials and Gen Z are facing barriers that seem insurmountable: skyrocketing prices and stagnant wages. It's hard not to question if the Canadian dream is still a thing. And what about our national identity? Canada was once seen as a land of opportunity, but now skilled professionals are packing their bags for better prospects abroad. It's disheartening to see our reputation under scrutiny. Then there's the political landscape. Many of us feel disconnected from our leaders, as if decisions are made in a bubble, far removed from rural and suburban realities. This growing distrust in institutions leaves us wondering, who's really looking out for us? The future feels uncertain, and we're left to navigate this complex web of disillusionment. Justin Trudeau's leadership has undeniably reshaped Canada, bringing progressive policies to the forefront and elevating our global presence. Yet, beneath the surface, critics argue that these initiatives often serve as band-aids for deeper, systemic issues. His fiscal policies, while popular, seem more like short-term fixes than sustainable solutions. As we contemplate the potential end of the Trudeau era, we must recognize the leadership vacuum that could follow. His departure won't erase the complex systems and policies established during his time. A new leader might bring fresh ideas, but reversing years of economic and societal stagnation is no small feat. The real challenge lies in addressing the long-standing issues that have persisted, regardless of who sits in the Prime Minister's office. Canada stands at a crossroads, and the choices we make now will shape our future. On one hand, we have seasoned career politicians, deeply rooted in our systems, who understand the complexities of governance. They bring experience and stability, essential for navigating immediate challenges. On the other hand, reformists are pushing for bold changes, demanding transparency and accountability. We need leaders who can blend pragmatism with visionary ideas, addressing urgent needs while laying the groundwork for long-term progress. Restoring trust in our institutions is paramount. It requires strategic appointments and reforms that cut through bureaucratic red tape, ensuring that our government is not just efficient, but also trustworthy. The path forward demands a delicate balance, one that embraces both experience and innovation. Stagnation can feel like a heavy weight, but it's also a crucial moment before transformation. Right now, Canada faces real challenges: affordability issues, economic inequality, and a growing sense of political disillusionment. These aren't just problems, they're signs of deeper systemic issues that we can't ignore. But within this stagnation lies an incredible opportunity for reflection and reinvention. Change is coming, whether we're ready for it or not. The direction it takes hinges on the choices we make today. It's about leadership, collective effort, and a shared vision. If we harness this moment wisely, we can turn stagnation into a springboard for lasting growth and prosperity. The future is in our hands, let's shape it together.